Hello and welcome to Las Vegas, the United States of America. And we are here for the 2018 361 World Men's Curling Championship from the Orleans Arena as we take a look at the Grand Canyon, which is just a short helicopter ride from Las Vegas. Fans filtering in for this draw, which is inside the Orleans Arena. The arena has hosted many curling events in the past, but it's the World Championships that are on showcase this morning. So, session 6, it's Japan versus Netherlands in our feature lineup. I am Kenny Edwards and I'm joined by Sandor Rolvag for what should be a very entertaining game.
Definitely, should be a close one.
Teams just making their way out onto the ice in preparation for this game. Both these young sides fairly new to the World Championship scene. It's Japan's first appearance, certainly for this lineup anyway, and the Netherlands. But we'll take a look at the team, Sander.
Yeah, a lead we have Yutaka Ayoma at lead. Ryotaro Shokoya at second. Skip and throwing the third stones we have Masaki Iwai. And throwing the fourth stones for Team Japan is Go Aoki. And lead for Team Netherlands is Carlo Glasbergen. Throwing second stones we have Laurens Hoekman. At third and vice skip for the Dutch is Wouter Huskens. And team skip of Team Netherlands is Jaap van Dorp.
So let's take a look at the standings. It's Sweden, Korea and Norway that are topping the table, yet to be defeated. Canada, China, Scotland with 2 wins. Italy, Netherlands, Russia, United States with that single win, but Germany, Japan and Switzerland, somewhat surprisingly, yet to pick up a win. Only 2 games in session 6. Our feature game between Japan and the Netherlands, and also Norway taking on the United States. Teams just getting prepared to take to the ice. Japan yet to pick up a win and have been struggling somewhat to get a foothold in some of the games early on. How important is it for them to get off to a quick start here against the Netherlands?
I think it's quite key for them to just feel like they have a chance in this game, and I think they'll have that chance because the Dutch team they're a little bit too defensive. They don't really put any pressure on their opponents. There's a good chance to let Japan just hang on for a long time, and the inconsistency and the inexperience of Japan might not come through as much in this game as versus other opponents. So I'll be hoping for Jaap van Dorp to call a bit more of an aggressive game, put some pressure on these Japanese boys, because they are a little bit inexperienced, all inconsistent, and they'll definitely get some mistakes from them. They should be looking to pounce on them, but could be very open and defensive. We'll see. There's actually a good chance we might see Japan actually try and push the envelope a little bit. Maybe being inspired by teams like Yosuke Morizumi's men's team that represented Japan at the Olympic Games. They play with lots of stones in play.
Yeah, we have seen Yuzuki Morozumi at the World Championships a number of times representing Japan, but it's Go Aoki that is wearing the Japanese colours, and there are the colours. It's Japan playing red, Netherlands yellow. Japan with last stone advantage. And we're just about to get underway. Carlo Glasbergen, 27-year-old.
Hij is goed. Ietsje wijd. Zo bal. Wijd. Heel wijd. Lauw. Lauw. Heel wijd. Slag. Top 8. Kult nu wel. Vol 4.
This is second appearance at the World Championships. They play in 2017.
Ja, op de niet verse paardje, op de verse paardje gewoon echt graag.
Ja, dit mag.
Zo target hem even. Oké, Titom.
Yes. Go. Spring.
Tako Aoyama
Nou maar de
Yes. Go. Spring. 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 Go.
back in the lineup this morning. Japan have been playing a sort of rotation with their alternate between the lead and second. Something that some teams employ, like Germany do employ that tactic. But do you agree with mixing the lineup during a championship, Sander?
I'm not huge on the mixing the lineup, but when you have a 5-man team for the whole season, you can't just bench one player. So it's a compromise you make to be able to have more than the 4 over a season. You know, a lot of these teams aren't fully professional yet. They'll have families and work, and those commitments will take up some time. And you know, it's good to have a spare player. But when you get to a World Championship, then you have 5 guys that's put in that commitment. You're just going to have to let everyone play, I think. Definitely, if you rotate the whole season, you'll be more adept to it as well.
Yeah, so not much going on in the first end. Only 1 stone in play. 4 rock, 3 guard zone. So anything short of the house with the first 4 stones can't be removed from play. Lawrence Hoekman, second player for the Netherlands.
Yep.
Had some struggles early on in this competition, Hoekman, so it'd be nice for him to settle in with a few simple shots as well.
Come on. Whoa. 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 Spring. Spring. Whoa.
Okay.
Hachi.
Oh, makes the take out. Very quiet in the arena this morning. Only 2 games being played.
Yep, hard. Hey, low. Hard. Hard, jongens. Hey, low. Goed, hard. Hard, boys. Yep. Helemaal daar. Okay, top.
Needing to make a roll off that red stone to get into play, the scoring area there, the blue 12-foot circle.
Yes, yep. Yes. Height. 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 Whoa.
Shukaya for Japan. Hits and possibly sits just short of the scoring area. As we see the rules of play there, 6 ends minimum in the round robin. 38 minutes thinking time and 1 60-second timeout for both teams.
Tino. Yep.
Walter Huskins, the third. Really is a strong player for the Netherlands.
Always looks a bit shaky coming out the hack, but certainly makes his shots. Doesn't really matter how you do it, as long as you make them.
Yeah, for sure. But as you said earlier, Sander, you'd expect most teams to come around this corner guard who had last stone. Japan just electing to peel it off.
I wonder if they're just wanting to keep things all open. Haven't been able to watch their games too closely yet this week. If they've played too aggressively and feel like they're want to pull back, or if they just have a game plan for the first end to blanket. Don't mind seeing teams just stick to the game plan, or the end plan rather. card was also yellow, so even if they make the draw around, Dutch could play the run back, and now they'll just draw to the open house, try and stay away from that corner guard.
Waar mogelijk. Goed erin, jongens. Hard, 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 hard. Hard. Hard, 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 hard. Oké, goed gevecht, boys. Lekker bezig. Lekker bezig houden. Wat was dit dan?
Masaki AY. Needs this one to curl up. Oh, just catches the edge and spins that one to the right-hand side. Wow.
That's a bad mistake. You'll expect any other players in this field to make an open takeout every time. You might get a couple of misses, but that's through the whole championship, if so.
First look at Jaap van Dorp, skip for the Netherlands. Really does hold the team together.
Yeah, real good shot maker. I'll make all the simple shots well when he needs to draw the forefoot, make that open nose hit, but he can also make the big shots. So it's important for his team to set him up nicely. His third, Wouter, is a bit key. If he makes a couple of good shots and Jaap van Dorp can follow, we can win a few games. Always making progress though, the Dutch. Been on the tour for quite a few years, they've won a few events, they're just getting slightly closer every year. They're hoping to at least improve on their record from Edmonton a year ago.
Yeah, the real focus for that Dutch side was to make the Olympics, which they didn't manage to do through the qualification. This is Go Aoki. This also sitting a little bit high for line. Catches the left-hand side and rolls out of play.
Zeker niet meer. Hetzelfde, ja. Okay. Ja, gewoon top 12, buiten 8. Oké, maar hetzelfde is toch prima? Ja, iets dieper is oké. Je wil wel gewoon 2 in het huis zijn natuurlijk. Ja, zeker. Maar het liefst gewoon buiten 8.
Gewoon geen nose hit.
Okay. Ja, precies.
Is goed. Kan een hartje af?
Ja. Niet veel, maar.
Nee, niet veel. Niet zoveel.
Ik denk dat het wel even minder. 10 minder.
Yeah, Van Dorp just looking for this one, top of the 12 foot, would you say, Sander?
Yeah, it's just to lie to force Japan to score their one, but you put it top house, so you force Go Aoki to maybe come a bit wider with a draw, maybe get a mistake. Could also put this just in the 8 foot on the tee line somewhere and make him question if he wants to draw or hit. He's hoping to keep that high enough that Japan can't make the nose hit for one, but I think they might have just slipped a tiny bit too deep for that, so Go Aoki with a chance to make the nose hit for the one.
Yep, made the nose hit for one, and it's Japan who strike first, taking a 1-0 lead after the first end.
Ja, je kan altijd belen en opnieuw beginnen. Opnieuw opbouwen. Ja. Dat kan volgens mij ook makkelijk. Oké, je hebt gaan voor top. Ik denk dat hij deze kant op wel iets meer gaat curlen in ieder geval. Nu is het ook.
So back underway in the second end. It's Japan leading this World Championship matchup against the Netherlands.
はい、いい感じいい感じ。76。ラインオッケー。56。45。ラインオッケー。ラインオッケー。ウェイトオンリー。ちょっと幅あるよ。ラインだけでウェイトは大丈夫。ちょっとありそう。伸びてる。ちょっと幅ある幅ある。7。ちょっとあるな。13.5。
Will we see a corner guard from the Netherlands, do you think, Sander?
I think so. Especially with that stone slipping to the back four. And having Japan scored one in the first, they should and need to get something going.
Lijns goed. 2. Niet te tight, hè. 2 is oké. Komt ie.
I think you'll see them put the corner guard up in the right spots quite often. The question is, will they use it?
Oké, top. Mooi steen, Carlo.
Japan will be coming into the top house with this one. You might see them guard if that stone is in front of the tee line, that first red. Well, it's quite normal to bring the second one in. You're not controlling the top of the forefoot. Does allow the Netherlands to perhaps make the hit and roll and bring the play over towards the corner guard.
Very nice guard. Put that one tight to the house.
Thank you.
They're just going to ignore that red stone back of the four and go around the corner. So they are going to use it.
Almost a tiny bit surprised by the call. I think
Make sure, gaat wel. Deze
Lijn links, jongens.
we'll expect them to maybe come around that centre or try and move it. It's good to see them just ignore that centre line, Philly. Come straight around. Maybe just a slight undersweep.
Ging echt heel hard toen die ging.
He's boasting good numbers last year in Edmonton, Glasbergen. There's Shari Leibrandt-Demen. He's been coaching this Dutch side for many years, done a really good job bringing the boys out into the light. Of course, she's played a World Championship herself, skipping the Netherlands.
Well, Japan got two guards out front, and that red stone back of the four. Rather than play the come around, they're going to peel the guards off. J.D. Lind, the coach of Japan.
Yeah, got into coaching quite early, just edging out of juniors. Coached Charlie Thomas when they won the World Juniors in 2007. Moved to Japan quite shortly after, and been working with them ever since.
Okay, tegenwoud, 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 tegenwoud. Prima.
That's not a bad result there, actually.
Oké, mooi steden.
Opens it up and pushes that red in behind the corner guard. Only problem is that corner guard's not going to be there for long.
Yeah, off of the corner guard, opens things up. And a good opportunity for maybe Japan to force here in the second end.
Yeah, always love to just force right back, get the hammer back. Try again for your 2. We'll try this freeze now with Lauren Zuckman. Corner freeze that red stone on the wing. It'll be really tough to remove for Japan.
Has this one got a lot of running on it, Sander? Is it going to slip right through? It is. So big mistake.
ドローね、38ぐらいだよ。39あ37かな。
So rather than maybe forcing, Japan have a chance to maybe steal here in the second end.
白丸ぐらいがベストかな。
38か。あ、そうだね。38で見れる感じ。39ギリだな。4秒でも入るか。入る。じゃあどうかな。良さげ。ちょっとあるよ、ちょっとあるよ。待てるよ。
待て
上と待ちたいよ。
8、まだ
あるな、8。
大丈夫大丈夫。
8。
後ろあるから大丈夫だよ。
待ちたいよ、待ちた
Just
いよ。
looking for this one tight to the rings, would you say the call is, Sander?
We're looking to just get in top 8 actually. Don't want to leave any guards for Netherlands. Just going to slip a little too deep. I'd see the Dutch actually just play a nose hit here and sit right on top, frozen.
So let's take a look over at the other game that's going on this morning. Norway, United States, first end. Greg Persinger. Looks like he's having to play against 2 just to nudge the red back for a single point. Colin Huffman on the broom, going really hard. Have they got it past this top yellow guard? Just catches it, slips right through. It's going to be a big steal of 2 for Norway. So it's Norway 2, United States 0.
Well, not able to sit right on top here. Netherlands just rolling to the wing, so Japan can hit, maybe even roll a tad to the right as we see it.
当たれば OK でとりあえず。
3 reds in there. I'll be looking pretty good for their force.
頑張る。オッケー。ロールは？ロール外ロール。オッケー。まあ捨ててもいいでしょ。オッケー。ちょっと俺が落ち着きたい。
I think you might wanna rather roll all the way out than inside and leave a pocket for Jaap van Dorp. The 2 other reds are still pretty flat and there's lots of distance. Just get a tiny roll to the right, so looking pretty good for Japan.
Yeah, Jaap van Dorp deciding he's going to have to move some of these reds. Just hit and roll to the side of the red and the button.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Close. Whoa. Roll hem nog op. Ah, is goed. Okay.
Squeezes the two stones together.
まあ中でもいいし。
俺？あ、俺？俺か。
そうだね。はい。持ってて。いいよ。まだ言わしようと思ってた。
もう来たよ。
Yeah, Van Dorp on the Dutch side won't really want to be scoring a single point in this second.
外乗るかな。
オッケー。
ステイはダメだから。
あ、オッケー。
まあ中入ったら待つ。
オッケー。うん。ノーマル。Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Go. Yes.
Yes.
Go.
Yes. はい。
はい。
Hits and rolls away. Very nice shot by Go Aoki.
That's good. Still leaves a chance for Van Dorp to freeze this shot stone now, just slightly on the left from our point of view. It'll be pretty tough for Aoki to remove. With the right angle, you try and hit it, it'll just bounce over and catch that stone just played by Japan. Needs to be pretty good though.
Minimaal. Ja, als niet eerst. Ja. Ja. Toch? Ja. Hij gaat wel iets meer curlen hier. Ja, ja, als je steppen toch? Ja, klopt. Oké, ja.
See the raw clock coming up as well. So have a good look at how the ice is running. Have we been looking at maybe 14 and change?
Yeah, 14.2 roughly has been the hog-to-hog timing.
That's 13.4. You'd think it might be a tad pacey, even for the second end. This one actually will slip all the way through. Just about, yeah. Disappointing to see that from Van Dorp.
Yeah, so big chance for Japan to pile the pressure on in this second end. Look for something top of the forefoot.
ここがベスト。オッケー。6まで行く。うん。ちょっと3球で運ぼう。うん。ちょっと滑ってる今。うん。滑ってるわ。
まあ4
でもいい。
4違う。バイターでもいいけど、なるべくちょっと近づけて。
画面に。うん。だとしたら3球から4。
まあフリーズしちゃったら7番まで持ってって。
オッケー。3球で運ぼう。
ピン開いちゃってるから。
オッケー。
ちょっと取れる。
うん。ちょっとタイト。嬉しいよ。
ちょっと伸びないよこれ。
伸びない。最初気味。
クリーン。
6。いいぐらいだ。ちょっと待っちゃうぐらいだ。
How's the line looking? Line looks okay. Don't want to drift too far and leave a nose hit though. Believing that one just staying a little bit shorter. Taking it too far for me, Sander. What do you think?
Yeah, just you want to be just nibbling the forefoot there so you can't make the nose hit double and score. Force the button draw, just so Jaap Van Dorp missed the rings altogether. I think the end they were just sweeping to try and make it curl just a tap more. So it'd be tougher to just nose hit the back one in the forefoot. Does at least pressure Jaap Van Dorp to make a double. There's no gimme.
Well, they're going hard on this one. This is beginning to pull. Have they done enough to hold it straight? They're on the inside. Gets rid of one. Catches the outside red, and that's going to be a steal of 2 for Japan. Wow, big mistake in this second end. What a great start for the Dutch. So it's Japan who now lead 3-0 after 2 ends.
ね。うん、残したかったけど回しすぎたね。遅いの怖い。
Oké.
Maar goed. Ja, nu denk ik, ja, we moeten eigenlijk wel meer.
Maar we weten het wel, we moeten gewoon communiceren.
Ja, precies.
Want we weten dat Laurens 3-9 gooit voor zijn dwarshot.
Ja.
Dus
Oh, ja, dat wist ik echt niet, dat ik 3-9 had. Oké.
ja,
sorry,
of
man.
zeg je iets geks.
Ja, 3-9. Ja, dan weet ik niet waarom we 3,85 gooien op Jaap.
Nee,
Maar-
precies.
Daarom-
Dat soort dingen moet gewoon communiceren.
Oké.
Gewoon iets meer praten,
Ja.
we weten het heus wel. Dus kom wel goed.
Oké.
Maar ja, ik zeg gewoon nog een cornertje en ik zat handje gewoon 2
Nee.
pakken nu.
Nee,
Ja.
joh, we weten het wel.
Ja,
Goed, goed.
precies. Hopefully
doen.
set up.
Oké, top.
Oké jongens,
is
zet hem
goed.
op.
Back with this third end here at the 361 World Men's Curling Championship from Las Vegas, Nevada in the United States of America. I'm Kenny Edwards and I'm joined by Sander Rovag for this session 6 in the matchup between Japan and the Netherlands. Japan leading 3-0 and a few mistakes from this young Dutch side early on, Sander.
Yeah, just haven't really played that well yet. Stone positioning haven't been very threatening at all for Japan. Made things very easy for them in that second end. Just hit and stuck around, and Jaap van Dorp just drawing her through the house on his first one. Not even making the double on his second to score one. Just a lot of mistakes throughout. It'll be interesting now to see how the Dutch side will actually approach it now. 3 down, they're going to have to play with some offense. That's what we said with they've lacked in the past. But also to see the young Japanese side
じゃあ
and
一旦こっち見ていいんじゃない
いいと思うよ。
their inexperience and how it will show the 3-point lead, how they're going to defend it. It's a little bit early to turn on all the defensive gears. 8 ends with 3-point lead, but it'll be fun to see their approach. So want to keep playing on and keep putting the pressure on the Dutch.
まだ外、まだ外。ラインはいい、ライン。
ちょっとライン
ちょっとライン。スイッチ、スイッチ、スイッチ、スイッチだよ、スイッチ。まあ、ないなら前で、前なら前でいい。ボディ、ボディよ、ボディよ。ボディ、ボディ。
重たいねこっちね
重たいわ。
Klein tapje maar. Oké, top 4. Yep, line, yep. Hard. Top 4. Hard line. 10 line. Hard line. Hard jongens, alles hard. Oké, top 4. Hard. Hard, alles. Je zit erop, hard, helemaal door. Top 8. Hard, alles. 12. Zet hem gewoon keihard naar binnen.
いやコーナー一枚でいいんじゃないコーナーだけ
You a
じ
little
ゃダメ
surprised at this call, Sander? Peeling the guards off?
Well,
ここつけられたら
do you
結構
think
嫌
to
じゃ
peel
ない
the center guards, or
イワシでド
I'd
ッカー
say
で
you
き
could
ないの
maybe peel the corner.
You
But
actually don't
all,
have a
all
very-
tough to do. But I wouldn't mind just see them come straight around, to be honest.
まあ、いうセンターからでも全然いけるよ。
2 center guards up.
いけるなら行こう。
If you come around top A here,
オッケー。
it's really
当てどころがいいな
Netherlands that will need to tidy up.
オッケー。
So don't really see the reason for opening up the centre line for your opponent that has hammer, leaving the corner guard potentially. Although maybe the call is to get the 2 yellows here.
Yeah, a little bit of a strange call, that one. Maybe showing their inexperience.
Yeah, I can see the thought of being defensive and keeping things open when you have a 3-point lead, but that scenario, the best defense would have been offense, I think. It's always good to try and kick your opponent while they're down as well. You're 3-point up. Pile on the pressure, force a few errors, run away with it.
Yeah, really had a good chance of applying more pressure. If they could have drawn round in on top of the red. Sure, maybe JD Lind will review that after the game and ask what the thought process was.
Yeah, it's the kind of scenario, situation that coaches will definitely plot down and might revisit.
This one looks good. But just doesn't make the inside roll. Hookman for the Netherlands trying to remove both reds.
Yep, Nederland. Yep.
Hookman, the student,
Yep.
back home in Holland.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Gets rid of one.
Okay.
Just misses the back one.
Get out. Goed vet, jongens.
コントロールかな。フォローできたらいいね。クリーンだけやるんで、ちょっと指示伝えてください。聞こえない。コント、オッケー。外ロールもまあありっちゃう。オッケー。
So just looking to maybe hit and roll off this Yellowstone in the 8-foot. Masaki AY.
そうか。オッケー。外行くか。あ、まだだ。あ、でも後ろ当たっちゃう。シューター前行くな。
Pushes the yellow through, back onto the red. So there's the first mistake from this young Japanese side. As we take a look at the other game that's going on. Only 2 sessions on in this draw 6. Norway leading United States 2-1. And they're in the third end.
4-0. 4-1.
Ja, 4-0. Ja. Lijn schut. 12. Lijnlengte. Top 4. Roos. Top 12, top 8. Lijnlengte. Top 8. Je hebt heel veel ruimte nog. Lijnlengte, jongens. Lijn is goed. Top 8. Speelt veel. Carlo. Hij is Carlo. Vol 8. Carlo, finish. Vol 4, denk ik. Top 4. Finish voor de 10.
Bij het team.
Yep. Kijk.
Oh, very nice drawn behind the corner.
Een beetje inconsistent gegooid. 4分の1から3分の1だな。
I've got to say, the reason Japan find themselves in a little bit of trouble, although they have made one mistake, it's that call early on in this end.
こっちは無理で。今度は多分ここまでしか来ない。
どれぐらい
4分の1。いけなくないと思うよ。曲がり大きいし。
ああ。まあいけてこうだね。
うん、そうだね。ちょい曲がりよ。
So going to chase around the corner guard. Do you feel, Sander, with this?
Yeah, just throw the in turn, some soft weight, maybe hack board. Just got to make sure you Actually remove the yellow. Don't be too cute and keep them around the rings. If you can make the roll in behind the centre guard, it's pretty good. This is where it's not too bad to even roll too far and pop out the other side of the centre guard, just so Netherlands can't make the hit and roll back. Try and group these yellows, might get a double.
Yeah, I thought they might have dropped the weight slightly and maybe played hack so they can catch this top yellow and roll down in. Because they played the up weight takeout, this is going to roll possibly right through.
Okay.
I think maybe just dropped the weight to hack. They could have chipped the yellow and rolled in behind the centre for Shotstone. Still leave the Netherlands sitting two.
Ik denk gewoon 4-0. Ik ga dan niet gooien, sorry man.
Ik denk dat je aardje meer kan hebben.
Oké.
Gewoon 3-9.
Ik denk gewoon hetzelfde. Ja, dit
Dan is het in ieder geval niet diep.
Ja. Dit paardje straak wel een stuk gelijk. Ja, gaan we doen. Ja.
Daar minder.
5-9.
Coming on the centre guard here. Got to be pretty careful. This needs to be pretty precise. You drop it short, you leave another guard for Japan to come around. Come deep, you leave Japan something to freeze onto. Could have drawn this open. It's a pretty good draw by Huskins. In the end, he keeps it kind of open, which is not bad. That'll leave them a chance to use it later. It's not so deep that the freeze takes away all the yellows.
もう削るわ全部。
いいと思うね。
とりあえずまあ3はしょうがない。
どっちがいい？
こっち。厚くてヒットロールでもいいけど。
Okay.
We got the hit and roll here for Japan, or the double. Not sure what the call is, but they'll have both options in mind. Throwing down this line, big weight.
Looking for a nice roll across to the other yellow.
Huge weight from. Look at that.
Nice.
Yeah, great double by Go Aoki. Certainly has him a leg drive.
Ik denk dat hij hier wel gaat.
Denk ik eigenlijk ook wel.
Hij zal hier wel gaan. Hè?
Yeah, Van Dorp still got a good opportunity to pick up two in this third end.
Gewoon net een steen.
Chance hasn't gone with that good double.
Okay. Oké, ja. Nog maar een haartje meer, Wouter. Ja. Oké, ja.
Denk het ook wel.
10. Gewoon 10.
It's like just a control takeout in this back red. Hitting. Try and maybe get the inside roll in behind the yellow.
10.
Yep.
Roll to the open side. Still a chance for Japan maybe to hit and roll to the back of the forefoot for Shotstone, do you think?
I think maybe just gets it shot zone with a perfect roll. It's worth a go. Even if you just roll half buried here, it'll be a little tougher for Jaap van Dorp to get his two.
Okay, control it.
Jumped on the sweeping early, so must have been a little bit narrow with the line. Off it now. Caught the nose. Leaving a free draw for Jaap van Dorp to get his first points on the board. Will it be a single or a deuce here in the third end?
Oké, ja.
Het was hetzelfde. Het is bijna hetzelfde paardje en het één of niet.
Ja, dit is iets wijder.
Iets wijder.
Oké,
Ik denk gewoon
4-0.
bij 4-0, ja. 95 kan.
Ja, dat kan je wel uit.
Oké, 4-0 is goed.
The final stone of the third end, Jaap van Dorp. Just needs fully 8 foot to pick up 2.
Knul nog niet, blijf hem cleanen. Top 4. Ga nu curlen.
10 lijn.
Ga nu curlen, kulspel.
Top af.
Meesje. Moedspel af. Kulspel, boys, hard. Yep. Yep, moedspel af.
Bij, voor.
Yep.
Hard. Hoi. Even laten liggen.
Well, down into the top of the 8 foot.
Ja, maar het ging ook meer
4-0-3.
And they score 2, narrow the gap to 1. So it's Japan leading 3-2 after 3 ends.
Ja, boys. Lekker. Ja. Dit was gewoon nog een stuk beter. Ja, dus is gewoon zo door. Dus gewoon blijven communiceren, weet je het heus wel. Ja, precies. Het blijft nog steeds wel lastig met de verschillen. Ja.
むしろブランクでもハーフまで行くのに。
でもいいでもいい。クリーンは変えなくていいと思う。
めっちゃクリーンに。ラインが結構落ちる。
落ちるね。落ちるとこ落ちるね。
こっちはもう。
あんまりも
ね、やばいよね。
どうの変え方かな。外。
いや、5は良かった。ただ、意外になんか全然帰ってこない。
早いと帰ってこないんだよ。
ちょっと早かった。9秒ぐらいだった気がするけど。ぐらいでようやくちょっと帰って。そうだね。そんな感じだね。
そこ気をつけてこう。
打ちとた死んでるけどね、これ。あ、ほんま。ドローは今14秒2ぐらいだから僕39とか38ぐらいだと思う。
Olijn als je kan. 2.
Fourth end, this matchup between Japan and Netherlands. Score Japan 3, Netherlands 2. Japan with last stone advantage back. It has been a very entertaining game so far, Sander.
Yeah, we've seen some men's go back, a little bit back and forth. Japan, of course, was forced to win in the first. A sloppy end by the Dutch to give up a steal of 2 in the second, but does strike back with a 2 in the third. But Japan, the better of the two sides so far. 1 point lead and last stone advantage. It's a long way to go.
Aoyama at 81%. A lot better numbers than the previous games we've seen from the young lead.
Okay.
Do you agree with this call, hitting the red at the back of the 8 foot, Sander?
You could just as well maybe freeze it. Try and get some play in around the 4 foot, around that centre guard. Just a little bit cautious to play the takeout when you're one down.
Yep. Hard. Hard to us. Hard. Alles. Yep.
Yeah, hits and rolls to the back 12. It's not really applying any pressure, is it?
Ik had 11-3, maar er blijft heel weinig.
No, it makes it pretty easy for Japan.
Okay.
9-5。
Lorenz Hochman, 71%. Usually would see a second player at least 80%. Not really firing on all cylinders yet.
Stiekem wel. Ja. Oké, prima. Ja, 9-6. Goed goal, jongens.
Shukaya, like a steady game.
Okay.
Makes a nose hit, leaves the red in play. This young Japanese side looks very relaxed out there on the ice.
I think most Japanese teams we've seen play at the World Championships, both men and women, they're always quite relaxed and happy, just enjoying themselves. Never get too upset. So it's a great demeanour. Of course, if you can still be able to focus on your tasks at hand. There's nothing wrong about enjoying yourself on the ice, cracking a few jokes.
Okay.
So not a lot of stones in play in this fourth end.
It's a bit of a strange end, really.
10! 10-2 misschien. Ietsje af. 10.
Kind of end you might see in the maybe the seventh end, where teams are trying to position themselves and when to have the hammer. Seems quite early to do that now, though.
Yeah, as we take a look next door, Norway leading 2-1 over the United States. The US sitting 2 stones, 1 top of the button.
It's going to be the outturn draw for Stefan Wallstad.
Yeah, difficult draw. Needs a piece of that white area closest to the pin.
On a great run so far. 3 wins. Pretty happy with the weight here, the sweepers. Just needing it to curl really and settle down, but I'm not sure if it's going to get there. No, weight's perfect, just didn't curl enough, too much ice maybe. It's going to be 1 yellow and a steal. A tied game, 2 each after 3 ends. Well, Netherlands, they get what they were hoping for, a mistake from Japan. And then finally a chance to use that centre guard with no risk whatsoever. This draw is building up for Huskins. Just going to make it to the top 12 with the help from Hochman and Glasbergen.
Yeah, so trying to drive the yellow guard back onto the yellow shot stone. Have they made it? 1-2, they go away.
Okay.
I was hoping to maybe roll the shooter away a little bit.
帰ってきた帰ってきた
Still leaves a centre guard for Jaap van Dorp to come around.
Mij 95.
3-9.
9 hier.
Ja, hij is hier hartstikke maar 95. Ik denk dat het steen af is.
Yeah, still a chance to maybe force here in this fourth end.
4-0.
Hartje wijs, wacht als je kan.
Top 4.
Oké, wachten dan.
Veel cleaner is deze.
Top 8 op 4.
Oké,
This Rogers hanging out there.
Top 8. Wijs. Nee, is vol 4.
Alleen 4.
Hij is T-line. T-line weg voor.
He's got enough weight on it too.
Kom maar, Lau. Yep, helemaal door.
Not just
Yep,
trying to
helemaal door.
get it
Go, go,
buried.
Go, 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 go. Hard.
Hookman trying to just carve it in a little bit. Get a half buried.
Oké, ja.
Decision time now. Do you
Gewoon steen achter.
try and peel this one, or do you just come and freeze on it?
バンパ
I think if you're Japan here, you're quite happy to just play the soft takeout, hit the sail, roll a bit to the wing, force the Dutch to
ー軽くすぐに
just hit the open one. You blank the end.
すぐ輪かけていいよ
ちょっと
軽くだけうん
クリーンでいい。
Freeze here. Dutch comes on top.
バンパ
They're forced to one.
簡単、めっちゃいいよ。
Need to make sure to obviously get past the guard, but really needs to keep the shooter in the rings. This one's making a move. Gets past it. Sits on the forfeit.
なんか危なかったわおいっす
Niet gewoon op zijn neus, maar zelfs als je wegrolt is het goed. Als je maar gewoon die eruit is.
Still playing the hit though, Jaap van Dorp. A tiny bit more of an offensive and confidence Kip might even just throw the freeze here. Very tough to get the inside roll. So it's more about hitting the open red.
Lau. Yep.
Vermaak.
Ja. Ik had,
That they do and stick around.
9 8.
Might not be too upset with the blank here, Netherlands. You maybe try and force Japan to one in the fifth end to then have hammer when they come back onto the ice after half-time in the sixth and have control of those even ends. So will be the blank attempt from Go Aoki, again with a huge weight.
And peels that one out. And blanks the fourth end, so the score now Japan 3, Netherlands 2 after 4 ends.
アンパイエンド。最高。
いいエンドだよ
最高。
いいエンドいいエンド
いや。結果ゼロ刻んでますから。
Zei je ook al, of 7 is ook gewoon net ietsje trager.
Hij kult meer en daardoor bent je
Ja, ik ben gewoon al.
Als je neem ik 7 dan.
Dan is het zijn die qua snelheid wel hetzelfde. En dan heb jij 1 en...
Ja, voor de eerst 8 gooien en daarna 7. Of ik daar met die kant uitgooien.
Ja, precies.
Ja.
Die plan?
Ja.
8 is sowieso trager dan 7, dat is duidelijk. Ja. 7 is volgens mij niet traag. Dus, ja, misschien een beetje.
Hij kult vooral meer.
Zodra die grabt, dan remt hij ook wel af. Dat tussen eigenlijk.
Ja.
Duidelijk.
Oké, boys.
Dus gewoon hetzelfde plan eigenlijk. Gewoon een guardje. Mooi freeze daarna. Ik denk dat we in principe nu gewoon goede controle.
Ja.
Ik bedoel, je hebt één center guard, dat is in principe alles wat je nodig hebt voor zoals je gewoon steekt.
Dus met mijn steen 2, 3 centimeter bent heb je hem.
Ja, duidelijk. Let's
go,
go,
boys.
boys.
Kijk, welke moet dan hebben?
Fifth end just before the break. The score at 3-2 here at the 361 World Championships. Netherlands trailing by 1.
Yep, kom maar door. Nice, perfect. Meteen, Carlo. Top.
いいよ、いやいや、マジで3-6ぐらいでいいのか。
そんな綺麗な
38、38、37でいいよ。
7、早めには
37いいよ、ウェイトいいよ。
ちょっとないかも。
こうだけ。
ラインはいいよ。ラインは OK。しけっち入って、しけっち入って。
乗らない。
あるよ。あるならここでいい。
そんなないよ、そんなない。
ないなら S でいいよ。ここから落ちる。
ないよ、よ。
ラインも S、ラインも S。
やっ。おう。
14.5。
Oh, that red just in the top of the 12 foot. I expect it to be removed from the Dutch.
I think we'll see quite a similar end as in the fourth. Dutch is hoping to at some point try and use that centre guard and get the force.
Oké, prima.
Yeah, pushes that one through.
入ってる。
オッケー。
左入ってなくない？こっち入ってないでしょ？入ってない。出せないよ。
嘘でしょ？マジで？オッケー。
Something was funny out there, but not sure what it was.
This may be the skip just for getting me out of the free guard zone. Could be. Seemed like he was calling for maybe the double on the guards at first, but not allowed to remove that centre guard yet. Just try and catch the stone from the top 12. Great sweeping from Goaoki, I have to say. Good technique. Really flat over that brush.
Hij is leuk. Back 4. Heel dan. Eén lengte. Kult nog niet. Back 8. Wow. Nee. Ah, back 4. Komt ie. Back 4. Back 8.
This one looks a little bit heavy. Is it going to drift to the back of the tee?
Oké, Lau. Oké, dat is prima.
Yeah, it is, but it's not too bad there. Certainly, it might try and suck Japan in and around that centre. But they're not fooled here. Japan very clearly looking to blank this end. Trying to run the sail back. But won't catch and actually leaves a bit of a stagger up front for Netherlands to draw around.
Ja. Gewoon een 10 eraf. 10 is goed, ja. Holijn! 12! Oké, Holijn nog. Hij is nog recht. Heel recht. 12, Max! Oké, lijnstoot nu. Leenlengte. Stop 8. Aanval 4. Lijn is nu goed. 12, 8. Yep. Make sure. Yep. Ga maar door. Hard. Yep. Go. Hard. Okay. Goed fake.
Oh, nice draw in behind. And behind the double guard. So it would be difficult to drive one of them reds up. As you see this one just getting past the top guard. Some great swooping by the Dutch.
perfect. 291. はいよ。これチップしてもいいか。
うん。
オッケー。
ありあり。
そうだね。
ゴーゴーゴーゴー。
Okay.
Just driving that one across the top of the yellow in the 8 foot.
投げればいいんですよ。
Ja. Meteen laten spelen en dan nog eentje. 1-2 toch? Ja, 2. 2, oké. Gewoon zo moeten.
Ja, perfect.
Lijnstroot. 2. Oké, Odan. Je hoeft niet. 2. 1, 2. Oké, over en af.
1. Hij is over.
Over en af.
1.
Overkill. Ah, is perfect.
Perfect, mooie steen wel.
Nee, dat is 4-0. Hij gooit gewoon anders of zo.
That yellow is well and truly tucked in. It's going to be very difficult to get anywhere close to that. Would you ever be tempted just to drive the guard back with this one, Sander?
Yeah, I think it's worth another go here. 4 stones left. Just try and open it up a little bit.
38でいいよ。確か。十分いける。じゃあ8個か。ちょっと待って。
8まで。
Need this one to be good.
ラインエスト。
ガンバガンバ。ガンバ
スイ
ガンバ。
ッチ。スイッチ。
上といいよ。あ、ちょっとないかな。
ずっとエスト、ずっとエスト。8まで。
悪くないよ、伊藤。
ウェイトはいいよ。ウェイトはいいよ。
はい。
イエス。ゴー。ゴー。ゴー。
イエス。イエス。
ちょっとないないない。
イエス。イエス。しかししかししかししかししかしゴーゴーゴーゴー。
いいよ。
オッケー。
よいしょ。
Oh, nice freeze to the back one. Gets shot stone.
Yeah, that's pretty good there.
Eerst een klein tapje zelfs ideaal eigenlijk. Ja, gewoon backline of zo? Ja, denk het. Ja. Backline. Kut weer. Oké. Oké, wat? Ja.
Jack voor, T-line.
Yep. Hardline. Hardline, jongens. Yep.
Back voor, back 8.
Hard, alles. Hard, is goed, hard. Hard, helemaal er. Hard. Hard, Lau. Hard. Hard. Yes.
Well, sneaks past,
Hard, hard, hard.
catches the top yellow and rolls to second shot possibly. Bit of a mistake, leaving that one very late with the sweeping.
And also even nudges that Yellowstone top 8 to the left a wee bit, making it one more room to come around, maybe draw and sit 2 now.
Yeah, while they're deciding what to do, we'll take a look next door. Norway and the US all tied at 2.
And we saw Stefan Waldstad just come up a little heavy on his first draw. That's the Redstone back 8. Craig Persinger with a great chance to come in, lie 2, potentially steal, but comes up short, leaves it in the top 12. So now an in-off for Norway, playing the big weight off of the Yellowstone on the edge of the 12. Try and shoot over, catch the shot stone. Definitely for 2, might jam on the third red.
How close is he? Gets one, doesn't manage to get in for the other, and it's going to be another steal for the US. They take the lead for the first time, 3-2 after 4 ends.
Try of weight here. Masaki Iwai just leaving that top 12. So Japan Dorp looking to come straight around. If anything leaves that red though in a usable spot, can definitely be promoted.
Gewoon freeze. Ja, eigenlijk back 4. Als je korter bent.
It's not super easy to freeze that back red. It's essentially overburied around that stone just played by Iwai.
Een haartje meer, Wouter.
Ja, ik kan beter meer als je
Ja, klopt. Je kan wel altijd nog wat. Maar hier is het dan ook wel weer net iets langzamer, toch?
Denk jij 3-9?
Ja, 3-9, 5-9. Ja, 9. Oké.
Back 4. Op zichzelf. Alleen lengte. Hij is op zichzelf. Back 4.
Clean hem.
Back 4. Back up. Back 8.
Can they get around this? Into the pocket though, Sander.
Hij moet eigenlijk op. Back 8.
That's what they're hoping for, but this one is just running on them. Lots of room. Weight's not too bad, but it's just nowhere close really in the end. Chance for Japan to come around again.
97, maar Wouter gooit gewoon heel anders of zo. Ja.
Oh ja.
Oké.
370早い
Come around there too. It's going to be tough to get rid of the reds. So many L's in the back as catchers.
いや大丈夫相手見てても全然伸びて相手4秒結構プッシュ回転だけちょっと普通にスタント回転かけてもらえる
かけるすぐにかける
What can Go Aoki do with this one?
Definitely throwing quite a bit of a rotation. It's going to make them run a bit longer. And players with less rotation, we'll see 39 and the clock should be there on its own. Just a tiny sweep to get in full forfeit. Pretty good there. Didn't quite hook it around the top red, but very tough to remove with those back stones.
Ja, maar kom met mij. Ja, ook het door.
よしもういいね
Yeah, sitting 2. Bit of danger for the Netherlands. Can't afford to drive this red back onto the yellows and leave. 2 reds sitting in the forfeit.
I wonder if the call's just to kill the one red here. Just try and slash it out. Not sure if you can catch the back red and squeeze that out as well. See if they catch the back ones here. You do. Just jam it. Does remove one red. So it will be a draw for 2 for Japan.
Ja, sowieso met die lengte is het nooit dubbel, zeg maar. Alleen jammer.
全然切れてなかったんだけどね
The final stone of the 5th end. Can Go Aoki add to the single point that he's already going to pick up in this 5th end. This one's got a lot of rotation, needs to take a seat in the forefeit. Line looks good. And once again, Japan extend the lead 2-3. They are 5-2 ahead at the break. Netherlands really struggling to hang on to Japan in this matchup. So after 5, it's Japan 5, Netherlands 2. second end of Japan versus the Netherlands. Jaap van Dorp facing 4 with his last stone, needing a hit and stay to get on the board. This one over curls, and it was a steal of 2 for Japan, and they took the lead 3-0 after 2 ends. Into the third. Jaap van Dorp already sitting 1. Needs to draw fully 8 foot to pick up 2. Just kept this one clean all the way down. They got 2 on the board, and the score was 3-2 after 3. Fifth end, go Aoki, sitting 1, back of the 4 foot. Needs a piece of the 4 to extend the lead to 3 once again. This one never in doubt. Drops it right onto the tee line. A score of 2 and a 5-2 lead at the break. Elsewhere, another tight affair. Norway trailing United States 3-2 after 5.
We can control. 37回転数が多いから村井さんの2投目は回転数がなくて止まっちゃった。
You switched out what? How was one for you? Full speed too? Okay. And you can also consider throwing 7 first and then it's out. And 7, 8. You might get more out of it. I thought that's what you would do in the beginning. Or keep it as it is and you know what it is.
So let's take a look at the stats. Japan and the Netherlands fairly level pegging at the total percentages, 84 versus 83. But the big difference is Japan better at the draws and Netherlands better at the hits. But the difference between the two sides is the stolen points. 2 stolen points for Japan. Well, a few of the Japanese fans making it in for this early draw. And I'm sure they'll be very happy with the way things have gone so far. Their team leading 5-2 after 5 ends in this 361 World Men's Curling Championships 2018, coming to you from the Orleans Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada, United States of America. Aoyama, 90% for the game. Some great numbers by the lead player. Well, that's not going to help his numbers much. Throwing that one back 12. Japan will look to bring the play into the house now. They don't need any guards. They don't need to score anymore. Fully expect them to run for home in this 6th end.
Nice out. Top 4. Nee. Oh nee. Hij is echt vast. Misschien zit hij mooi. Ja, dit was die meeste succes.
Well, that corner guard being thrown into the house from the Netherlands. Not really what was asked for. And any chance of getting anything going really has been put to bed. So what they will do is continue to throw the guard. Might have thought they would have thrown the corner guard on the other side, Sander.
Yeah, because if it actually sticks around, it'll be a lot more easy to come around it. And the problem here, obviously, for Netherlands is throwing that second corner guard. It's not going to be in the free guard zone anymore. Japan's going to be able to hit it. That will actually change next season when we move to the 5-rock rule. But for now, the Leeds really need to throw that first stone in the free guard zone, or else it's pretty tough to get anything going, like you said.
Okay, loud on. Okay.
Yeah, it's a strange call guarding something that's top of tee. It's not your own stone.
Nice shot.
Nee, is goed. Aan een 3. Geldt nog niet. 2. Oké, Jip, kom maar. Aan hem 3, jongens. 3. Moet 3. 2, 3. Hard. Hij is 3. Jip, hier. Make sure, boys.
So, make the corner guard.
Waar sta je nou?
Shukuya also having a good game. Japan will be happy to force in this sixth end.
Kijk, kom maar. 1 lengte. Geldt nog niet veel. 2, 3. Wouter. Moet finishen. 2.
This one just going to sneak over the hog line.
Go, boys. Yep. Kijk, goed geveegd. Top. Mooi steen nou. Cheers.
Masaki AY only playing 63%. Would have thought his numbers were a little higher than that. Peels that one away, misses the back one. So Japan still in a strong position. Yeah, Van Dorp electing to play the hit this time. Why is that, Sander?
Well, just they're not really getting anything going here, so they're going to have to bail out and look for the blank instead. I'm sure they could still have tried to maybe freeze the back one, try and come around this stone they're hitting. just feeling like they're not going to get a mistake from Japan, might as well go for the blank and try again in the next end. Not wanting to be forced here, but there's still a chance of that.
Yeah, for sure. But once again, we're going to take a look at the matchup between the USA and Norway.
Greg Persinger actually made a little nice roll there to be half checked around his own yellow, making this hit for 2 all more difficult for Stefan Wallstad.
Yeah, potentially could have just nose hitted the yellow and spun down in for 2. It's only going to be a single point, but that game's all tied as they head to the break.
Lijns goed, jongens. 12 af. Oké, hard time op back 8. Alles.
Well,
Lijn komt wel goed.
Netherlands looking to freeze this back red that's in play.
Hard, jongens, zo ver mogelijk.
Yeah, well, almost a little surprised by that. Seemed like playing the hit on the previous shot to go for the blank, and now playing the draw instead, just seeming a little bit inconsistent. You missed this draw, Japan might hit and leave them sitting 2, get forced anyway. If you're not going to make that aggressive call on the previous one, you might as well stick to the plan and just hit this back red as well, get the blank. Don't think Japan will be too cute with this one though. I'll probably just peel this yellow out.
Okay, 95%. What a game by the 4th player.
Yeah, it's been pretty good all around, but here, close to making a mistake, but lucky enough he can throw that bullet weight. Doesn't really matter where he hits it, it's still going to go out.
Take another look at it.
That's the Shinkansen Express right there.
Driving the red back on, well, yellow back onto the red. Actually got a bit of run through there. Don't see that very often.
Nog maar ietsje, Wouter. Ja, zeker weten. Komt-ie. Ja.
Yeah, Van Dorp at 80%.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely just a hit now to get that blank.
Yep.
It's actually, looks like they're trying to take their one by just hitting and rolling to the side.
Okay, stay up.
Pretty quick out to hack here, Go Aoki. Let's wait this time, just stick around, leave the blank for Van Dorp. They're going to have to get something going in the next end. Just 3 points down, but time is definitely starting to run out a little bit for the Dutch.
Yeah, pulls it out and blanks the 6th end, so 5-2. They trail Japan. What can they do in the 7th?
溜めちゃダメだよ。
はい、行きましょう。青山さん 3.7 ベースで。
6じゃ早いね。
6じゃいやでもね6でもいいと思うよ別にもう。
まあ止まりはしたからな。
うん。8最悪8がちょっと厳しいかもしれないから。
で。
いつも通りの1分半。
ね。いや今日余裕でだってあと21分もあるんだよ。
じゃんけんぽん集めてほい。本当にこの時間暇だよね。いきますか。3.6 から7で。
7ぐらい狙って。
8だったらもう全巻きね。
5-2, the scoreline after 6 ends. Japan versus Netherlands here at the 361 World Men's Curling Championships from Las Vegas. I'm Ken Ebers and I'm joined by Sander Rolvag. This is session 6. And it's been a very entertaining game so far. A few stones in play, something we didn't really expect to see, Sander.
Well, I think the main reason for that is Japan ended up with a 3-point lead early on, really forcing Netherlands to get something going, which they have tried to do, just haven't quite been able to generate too much offense, especially that in the sixth end, the corner guard slipping into the rings. Now getting a bit of a break here from Japan, that first stone all the way through the rings. Extremely important for Carlo Glasbergen to get this corner guard in place. 3 points down, they need to put something up on that board soon.
Oké, lijn is terug. Kom maar door jongens. Hier. Alleen lengte. Alleen lengte. Shit. Boy. Dat is goed.
Actually a big sweep from the front end here. And that's onto the rings. Just a terrible mistake. This time not really the lead's fault. That's the sweepers. On this occasion, can't believe they've done that 2 ends in a row. It's unforgivable. Really? So Japan allowed to hit this now and keep things tidy. That's going to be very frustrating for Jaap van Dorp. I'm going to have to rely on a mistake from Japan to get anything going in this end.
Yeah, no stones in play.
Scheelt iets meer. Scheelt veel meer.
And Japan will be able to peel any guard that's played now, because we're into the 5th stone of the end. After this one comes the rest.
Ja, dit is best wel goed. Oké.
Oh, are we getting a mistake here though? Nope. That's when you're on your way back to the hack to throw another corner guard. You hear the frantic line call from your opponent. You should just hope for a tiny mistake, but that rolls out. Still nothing in play. Throwing it to the other wing now just to change things up a wee bit.
Hij is top 4. Ja, doe maar zo hoog mogelijk. Hij is top 4. Die lijn. Die lijn. Back 4 zelfs.
Yeah, throwing that one back of the 8 foot. Will it be just let's get through this 7th end and start again in 8, Sander?
Seems to be.
Yes, go. 3, yes.
which means Jaap van Dorpen team will have to score a 2, get the 4, score 2 back for the extra end, or start sailing. I'm not sure if that throw-in was on purpose, though. I think they called the corner.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Trying to get something going in this by freezing the Redstone back of 4. Need to get this perfectly in line, because what we have seen from this young Japanese side, that they can play the takeouts very well.
Steeds bij. Geen bounce. Carlo als je kan, maar geen bounce. Oh nee. Yep.
Doesn't quite get to the face.
It's almost a little bit tempting to maybe try and keep two reds in the rings here. Get the force would be a huge advantage to Japan, for them to have hammer and the even ends.
Well, just needing to catch the left-hand side of the yellow. Moves everything.
Yeah, just playing the big weight, safe weight. They are up by 3, so don't feel like they need any heroics at this point.
Eindschut! Top 4. Oké, oh nog. Oh, kult niet. Lauw. Kult niet. Ja, dan is het echt heel uit. Ga er omheen dan. Oké, Jip, kom maar. Jip. Back voor, eromheen. Hard.
Well, this one's sitting high for line, trying to take it round behind it.
Hard lauw. Yep.
Viable option.
Okay, pick off.
Now you'll certainly try and look to hit and stay.
Well, not so sure if they will. Just big weight again here, trying to pick out that back yellow. Looks pretty good.
Yeah, just made sure of making contact with the yellow and avoid catching the top red.
Zeker minder. Zeker.
Nee. Eindschut. Die lijn. Dat is nog steeds recht. Easy. Heel recht. Lauw. Echt heel recht, jongens. Kult 0. Waar? Top 4. Oké, Jip, kom maar. Top 4. Die lijn. Moet er zijn. Kan niet. Hij is helemaal.
This one's a lot better, but just not getting the line right, Sander.
Oké.
No, seen that under curl a few times in a row.
Het zag ook al in het eerste natuurlijk.
Ja, weet ik, maar dit was nog veel minder ijs.
Ja,
Oké. ここでしょ。うん。押す。押す。
Ja, after dit.
Go. Okay. Certainly not hanging around with this one. Throwing the heat. Blows the yellow right out of there.
超安全にいったね今。
いやもう 吐く必要さえなかった
ただゴミ吐きみたいな
Also didn't want to leave red counter in play so that there could be a possible jam. Just run the shooting stone out of play. Still a chance for Jaap van Dorp to play the freeze.
All surprised almost. Not sure if it's worth it. Just because of the sheer weight that Go Aoki can throw. It'd be tough to make it good enough, and you always risk not making it and be forced.
T-line. Leenlengte, T-line. Back forward. Okay, clean up. T-line tot 4. Okay, moet T-line, back force, okay. Geen bounce.
Line's a lot better this time.
Yeah, just down to the sweepers now.
Hard.
Trying to lock this on.
Yep. Go. Yep.
Go get it there, go!
Yep.
It's almost over curling this time. Still a pretty good effort though by Jaap van Dorp.
Ja, sorry man. Verlies gewoon aan mij.
Legs perfect.
Don't expect that yellow to hang about.
Je skillt er wel echt, denk ik.
Unless Go Aoki overthinks this one. I think he can throw it hard enough already. No need to put in a 7th gear on this one. Oh. Well, there you go. That's the mistake they were hoping for. I just think he overthinked that one. Wanted to catch it so thin. But with the weight he throws, you could probably catch half stone and be fine.
Absolutely. Even if you'd drove it on the nose, the yellow would have squeezed out the side door. So leaves the door open for Jaap van Dorp. Big mistake here in the 7th end for Go Aoki.
Well, good on Jaap van Dorp to keep persevering with that freeze. Finally pays off. He's going to get this exact same draw for 2.
Kult nu.
Tot 4, T-line.
Oké, kult. Goed vol 4. Make sure je kan tappen. Kom maar, je kan tappen.
Well, looks pretty good, Kenny.
Yeah, that's well made. So Netherlands back in this one. They trail by 1. The score is Japan 5, Netherlands 4.